know what's going on right now. Really bizarre.
Are we okay?
No, well, you saw the hoarder that lives across the street from us for the first time.
You guys, it's a guy with saggy white man titties. Would you rather hit him or our landlord? And by hit, I mean F-U-C-K.
Thank you for spelling it out.
Yeah.
Our landlord.
Jesus Christ. These are the days of...
Well, guys, we're back and we have something really crazy to tell you.
I kissed my friend as a bit.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were talking about that, but let's get into it.
We actually shouldn't.
We decided that we want to talk about Harper Rose's worst comedy show experience and my worst modeling experience, because they're both treacherous in their own ways.
A bomb is a bomb is a bomb.
And I've always literally said that.
Do you want me?
You want to take it away, sis?
Okay.
Is this my favorite story? Or a different one? And this is, when she told me this the first time, there were like literal tears streaming down my face. And I literally went home that night and I was in my bed just like laughing so hard that it was silent, alone in my bed. When you're like, ah, you know? Anyway, that was kind of crazy.
Okay, well, I'm glad that, you know, my pain is enjoyable. But, so...
Okay. No, literally before we start and you get into your trauma, we just want to say, we were just talking about the fact that the things that have happened to us, it's like we should be in a movie, but we're not.
It would be glorious to be paid for the amount of
it just
suffering
happens.
that has been
it's
bestowed.
Crazy. Like the stories that happen, people are like, you're making this up. And I'm like, I truly wish.
Oh, okay.
I truly wish.
No, because actually, my best friend from high school used to think that I was lying about certain things, because she would be like, well, there's just no way that's happening. I'm like, no, my neighbor really does wait for me on my trampoline every day when I get home from school and just stares at me with dead eyes. So. Ow. Okay, but anyways, so you guys, so I was probably I had been doing it for 6 months. I checked, it was 6 months in. Honest. Now some people start stand-up and it takes a long time to get good at it, but some people start and they're just naturally really good.
You.
And I'm one of those people, and you guys are honestly lucky that I'm here. But no. Anyways, there's this comedy show called do shows all across the country, and they're like really good shows to like being asked, especially like for a new comic, like being asked to do a show was like a really big deal. At the time, again, I'm a newer comic, so I'm only used to doing about like 5-minute sets. Every once in a while I'll do a 7 to 8. Ooh. So anyways.
That's too long, I can't imagine.
I meet the guy who books okay, because you actually are crazy right now. But so she's ready to fight anyone. But so
like, and
I'm like, he actually saved a cat from a tree. You're like, I'm a dog person. I'm like, okay. But so we like meet at an open mic or something, and he sees my set and he was like, oh wow, like would you want to do a show up in San Francisco? And so my boyfriend and I decided to like make like a little trip out of it. I get booked on some more shows, whatever. And he's like, okay, so it's gonna be like 12 minutes. And I go, yeah, great. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I'm like, ooh, an hour, you know, like that's like 12 minutes was a huge deal. So I write out 12 minutes. I perfectly memorize it. You know, I got my jokes down, and I'm really nervous because this is my first time ever, number one, traveling to do stand-up, and number two, doing it like, in my eyes, a long set. These shows are always packed, and they do them in pop-out venues, okay? Because I'm actually bemerfed right now. What's going on? And bemerfed is a real word if you're fun. But and Kate made it up. But so then, and that's on Creator. But so we go to this. It's like a WeWork, and so it's packed with like a bunch of like, you know, San Francisco finance bros, and the host comes up to me and he goes, hey, thank God you're here. So the headliner is running late, so I'm gonna need you to go long. And I go, sweetie, 12 minutes is a marathon, so what's happening? And I go, oh, yes, yeah. And I didn't want to like, you know,
right.
So I didn't want to allude to my noviceness, and so I was just like, yeah, no, totally. He's like, yeah, so just if you could do like 15, 20, 22, like just like, because he's like running late. And so I go, yes, okay, I got it. And this is before I really know how to, again, I'm so new into stand-up, so like, I don't know how to do crowd work, I don't know how to stall, I just know to like, do my set, and so I get up there, and I'm doing my jokes. Now keep in mind, it was 12 minutes with laughs. Now, guess what I wasn't getting?
What?
Fucking laughs, Kate.
Wait, during your 12?
Sweetie, because I was so nervous. I was like, I was doing my set like this. I'm like, so... my boyfriend is in a band. And it's like so uncomfortable. You're, oh my god. Pee. So I'm not getting any laughs. So it's very silent.
That's kind of cool.
And it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt really, especially to like drive all the way up there and have your boyfriend and his friends even come to see you too.
Yeah, that's actually the best part.
It was like, you know, who doesn't love a chance to be humbled to the point of, but so then, so I'm bombing in a powerful way. And it's not like
in a powerful way.
And I want you to know that like now when I bomb, it'll be like, okay. Like there's still gonna be like some like little chuckles here and there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go long. And then I look at my phone or something and I've only been doing about 10. And so I stall for a little and I'm like, so one time I lost a tooth. I just start like telling some random story that's not even funny at all. I hope you guys know that. Like it was so powerfully unfunny. And so then what do? How I end the set is I go, thank you! And I put the mic in the stand and I grab my phone and I run off. No, I don't run out of the building. No, guys. I just run, it was like in the bottom of a WeWork. And so I just kind of run up, there's like 6 stairs. So I run up the 6 stairs to this other little room and I shut myself in this like supply closet.
Okay.
There might have been a bathroom in there too, but I just remember it being like a dark little room. And the host had to run up on stage because I ran off and was like, okay. And then he's trying to do damage control. And I have a full-blown panic attack in this little room. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Fuck no. Oh my God, that sucked. Jesus. What the hell? And then I start crying.
Wow.
And then I look up and I see that there's no... I'm spitting. I look up and I realize that there's no ceiling on the room.
It's a partition.
So my full volume was heard, if not echoed, throughout everyone in the room. And then I walk out and I'm like, hey. And then the guy that was running the show was like, yeah, so we could all hear that. And like my mascara's down my face and I'm like, hear what, honey? But so I was like, that was part of it. You wanted me to stall and I need to see it. So,
how does one recover?
Well, apparently you don't, because I'll never get booked to do a taping there again. But then I was like,
they're lost.
Kate, because actually,
yeah, no,
I'm like, you guys just are afraid of risk takers. So what, a woman can't emote?
It's low-key misogynistic.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
God, no. So not only did I bomb, but then everyone heard me have a full-blown mental breakdown, and I'm like weep. It was so dramatic. I'm like.
And you told me the time you were holding the sink. And
yes. I'm like, wait, like I'm not kidding you guys. I was having like a breakdown, like a spiritual.
I'm not laughing at your pain.
You could. It was so dramatic too. I remember one time I started having like a crying breakdown after another bomb. And I was dating a comic at the time, and then he was like,
big mistake.
Yeah, don't do it. And then he was like, hey, instead of crying, how about you just work on your jokes more and work harder? And I was like,
you were like, wow, thank you.
Even though that was annoying, I was like, I legitimately didn't.
Because it's like, why am I even here? What's the point of me being here, honestly?
No, because I feel like that when I wake up in the morning. But honestly, when he was like, why don't you just work harder? I'm not kidding. I never thought of that.
Really? I mean, it was good advice.
I would work hard. Like, I mean, I'm always like writing shit, but like instead of like listening back to my bad set, I would just have a pity party for myself. And he's like, oh, like I don't care. You need to like just listen to it, figure out where you went wrong, and boom. He's like, you don't need to be like a baby about it. And I was like, oh, that's legit fucked up, but also really helpful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you gotta have a thick skin to do stand-up.
Like some sort of mental illness, yeah.
I couldn't.
No. Well, that's because you're healthy and you have high self-esteem. I kind of like the pain. Like when it hurts, I'm like, yeah. Oh. and that song? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it actually is. But I would say most of it got back in.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What was your modeling agency one?
For those that don't know, I used to be a plus size model. Plus size modeling starts at a size 6. Really cool, right?
It does not start at a size
And it
6.
does. It does.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So I'm a size 14. And, you know, I'm 6 feet, I'm 200 pounds, and don't worry, I get reminded every day in my comments that according to the BMI, I'm overweight. Love it!
No, because also that comment you got today. Okay, wait, I'm sorry, you guys.
I know, I can't. I got this comment today that
It was about her going doot doot, and it was really graphic and very overwhelming.
and I was like, can you just not comment things like that? And I got another comment being like,
it's me on my burner.
yeah, no, literally.
Don't
I
get
got a
into
lot
that.
of cool comments about my body and my looks, but anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, plus size model. I show up my first runway show. I'm so excited. And
Wait, and honey, where was it? Was this New
this
York?
was in New York at
Okay.
like Pier 54 Studios. I don't even know what the fucking name is, but all I know is one time I saw Candace Swanepoel there. So it's a big deal. She's a Victoria's Secret model. And anyways, I pull up and they're like signing everyone in, and they look at me and they go, hair or makeup? Like, are you a hair or makeup artist?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, no, I'm a model. And they were like, oh. And they're like, you can just like go right over there. And then I see another plus size model, Ashley, shout out. And so I like cling to her because like that's what usually happens when you're like a plus size model. You go to like a job and you see another plus size model, you like
You're like,
instantly
okay, an
bond.
ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like we start hanging out. No one talks to us. Nobody talks to us. Like me and her are talking. We like try to talk to someone else. And I remember at one point I was like, oh my God, you look so good, to this like male model. And he goes, thanks. And I was like, hey, why are you treating us like, it was so weird. No one would converse with us. And then not once, but twice, one person comes up to us and they're like, hey, like we really need help with the lights. And we were like, we are models. We're not on the crew working. Like we are models. And then a second time someone else was like, wait, are you on the crew? Like asking. At least they asked this
They
time.
probably were like, are you actually a hammer?
Yeah.
Like, are you a wrench? Because I need that right now. And you're like, no, I'm a human woman. They're like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They're like, oh.
I thought you were a mythical creature. Like,
No,
I was like,
literally.
what?
And it gets worse.
Oh.
I'm in my outfit.
Okay. A construction worker.
Yeah, no, literally. I'm in a full, like, I don't even know what construction workers wear. What do they even wear? Those vests?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. A hard hat.
Yeah, I'm in a hard hat. And a thong, anyways. So I'm in this outfit and it's like super puffy, hiding my body, whatever, typical. And I'm walking down the runway and someone screams, get it, curvy girl! So.
Kate.
It was kind of cool when you think
Kate.
about it. And I said, all you had to do was not talk. That's like actually all you had to do.
They're treating you
Like a what? Like I don't even know. Not
like a
equity.
child. It's
And
like,
I'm like,
what?
when I talk about this, people are shocked. It's like it's so weird that they like would treat us like that. Because like 70% of American women are size 14. So why are you acting like me on a runway is like so insane.
I'm sorry, but I don't.
It was so humiliating. I was like, that's so fucking embarrassing. Like, get it, curvy girl? Really?
Oh God.
Like-
and then, okay, so then you get off the runway and like,
And then I just fucking like...
and then was your alliance mad that you got the shout out? She was like, oh, I'm
She was
fucking
like,
here
no,
too,
her
bitch."
shoe fell off.
Oh, fuck me in the ass. Are you serious?
It was just so bad, but me and her are still friends to this day. I fucking love her.
Trauma
she's
bond.
great. No, literally, I love that bitch. But all I'll say is a lot of people have similar stories. Like a quick snippet of another one is like I was shooting for this lingerie company and the stylist was talking about how like she was like, when I wear underwear, like my fupa usually like it like makes the underwear ride down, and she looks at me and she goes, you get it, girl, in front of everyone.
Come on! Come on! What are we doing?
I was like, I love this. No, it was cool.
Jesus H.
But
Christ.
it's just like little things like that. I'm like, can you stop like embarrassing me?
You're like, I love fashion, I love being hot, like surely this will be a good fit.
Right.
And then they're like, speaking of fit,
Yeah.
can you go fit and do this construction work? Or what do I keep being on? The handyman, that's what I was trying to say.
Right.
Come on.
No, I get the
Not me
vision.
bombing again, okay, I'm addicted to it.
No, you
But
do.
I cry again. But that's actually crazy.
Yeah, so.
Jesus, dude.
Anyway. You wish.
Okay, what is this? Oh, it's that one.
Oh, it's that one. What's actually crazy is that it's wild when you get your pictures back and the photographer, like, first of all, you would do a shoot with a photographer, and one time I did not get my shoot back for 6 months. It's so messed up, and you pay like $900.
Okay, so you have to pay for the shoot.
You have to pay for the shoots. Listen, like, nobody talks about this in modeling.
Shouldn't your
They're all too
agency be-
scared.
Ooh.
They're all too scared because they all want to seem like they're constantly working on Instagram, which, like, I get, like, literally no shade. So, like, nobody talks about this stuff, about how, like,
You have to be paying for this?
you have to pay for the shoot.
I always thought that you guys got paid.
No. The stuff for your portfolio, you have to pay for everything, the styling, the makeup, everything. And then they don't get you those, like, back until 6 months. And then your agency, when you, like, don't get any castings, will be like, well, I guess you gotta do another test shoot, pay another $900 even though we're not giving you any money. And it's just like, and it's just low-key can be such a scam. Like,
That
most
seems like-
models are broke. I don't know how the majority of the models in the world
It's a war on hot people.
don't have, like, another job, you know? Because I always had another job. Mm-hmm. And,
But
like,
you're a
people were-
hustler.
I am a hustler, but, like, people are, like, so ashamed of that. Like, I was working at a sober living when I was modeling, and I was like, yeah, because these agencies aren't getting us shit. Like, people would just, like, dance around it. You'd be talking to models and be like, yeah, like, I'm working.
And that's why,
Casting.
yeah, okay, wow.
It's really, I feel like everyone's just, like, trying to put on a show, and, like, people would, like, come up to me and be like, I feel like you're modeling all the time. You're probably, like, getting booked left and right. They just thought that from my Instagram.
Wow.
Nothing.
So paying for all these shoots, your Instagram is kind of like a LinkedIn essentially, kind of like, oh, I shot with this photographer, look at what I can do.
Well, yeah, all clients look at the Instagram, and, like, one time they were like, they rinsed my Instagram, one of my agencies, and they were just like,
Rinsed?
You look like insulted. That's that Boston lingo.
They rinsed. You just went full chowder on your ass. What the fuck?
They rinsed. They were
Okay,
just like,
that was Red Sox. I don't know.
no,
what's going on.
literally. One time I posted a selfie,
Oh.
and I was so high. But I thought I looked so good, and they were like, "Your eyes look like they're leaking blood."
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was just like, they were dry that day." And then they were just like, "You look like you were scrunched into a little, like, bean in this picture, and, like, delete this."
Scrunched into a bean?
Yeah.
What the hell?
But they were like, don't have a personality, which is why I, like, have not. It took me a really long time, honestly, until moving here and then living with you guys to, like, really feel comfortable putting my full weird ass personality out there. Because I'm like, you know what? Modeling might not be my tea. And it's like, I love modeling. I still want to do it, but it's like, I want to get into this, like,
I feel like you need to
comedy
just
sphere.
Yes, and I feel like you will model when you have, like, your own clothing line, or, like, I
Right.
feel like you would slay it like an active wear.
That's the dream, yeah. But, like, honestly, I just want to, like, focus on our shit, my podcast, and just making this show.
Boom.
Because this is going to be a show.
And it really is.
So stay vigilant.
I really love you guys.
Love ya!